I love this.
Okay, so we're here with Anna, who is in Poland, and say your last name for us.
Wojtera.
Okay. And, and what area of Poland are you in?
Well, it's southwest.
Okay, so the reason we're talking to you today is because you've, number one, been a student in the academy for what, a few years now?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was trying to count how long is it now, but I can't say really.
Yeah.
At least 2 years. I think 2 years at least.
I think
it was beginning of the, there was no academy when we were starting. So
that's right. You were
from the
just
beginning.
The membership. It was just the membership, and I was starting to put the academy together. That's right. So so I wanted to bring you on and mainly highlight what you're doing in Poland with pre and postnatal women.
Yes.
Before we get into that, why don't you tell us a little bit about you, your family, and how you got started in this industry?
Okay. Well, I'm mom. I have a husband and one little, almost 9-year-old daughter. And we live here in Rzeszów in Poland. Most of my life, I'm just a personal trainer and fitness instructor. And at this time, I'm specializing with pre and postnatal natal women. And it's mostly my business at this moment. So I have Pilates and other classes as well, mostly like spine problems. But mostly I do like pre and postnatal women, and probably it will be like, my specialization. So this is what I want to do, and I love it. And I can't get bored with this. Keep learning and keep developing my knowledge all the time with Alison and other teachers, to be the best and to help women. Well, my husband, he's a really nice guy and he supports me a lot, and my daughter as well. She's very happy to help me with all videos, and she's helping me in the studio. So our life is our home and our studio. So at this moment, yes, I teach my classes in the studio. This is not easy now when we have the whole coronavirus issues, but still, we still have the studio and we are working all the time. But, part-time, I teach online, mostly like the Pilates and the spine classes. And some post and prenatal, it's really hard to get prenatal online. They prefer to come into the studio and they love it. But for me, it's really difficult to get new clients with my online classes. Yeah, but I do both at this moment, and we'll see where it goes. At this moment, I can't see myself with just online classes. I love working with people and just this energy. So I like my studio, and for this time, I don't think I will leave the studio just for online. But I'm looking for the the right path for me with the online as a part-time job or something like this. But I want to develop with my online classes as well. So we'll see how to do it. I don't what's more.
So okay, so when did you get started in fitness?
Yes. Oh my God, almost 18 years ago, as a fitness instructor.
Okay.
So here in Poland, and then after a few years, I was abroad, and I was abroad for about 5 years. And I get my.
Say that again. You were
I was abroad, in Ireland and Australia for 5 years. So I was away from Poland.
Abroad. Okay.
Yes, abroad.
Okay.
And when I was in Australia, I got my the best certificate ever. I got a master's degree as a personal trainer, and it was amazing school, one of the best I took. And when I get back to Poland, I started working as personal trainer and and fitness instructor. But I can't really remember why I started prenatal. I know why I started postnatal, but I have no idea why I started prenatal. It was the part of my education at the beginning. But I think it started about 9 years ago, because it was before my pregnancy with Amelka. But still, this education wasn't really good enough. I had many questions. It wasn't clear. I wasn't, very confident working with prenatal clients. I was afraid not to harm them. So it was really difficult at this time. And after a few years working with clients and taking my education, I think it was like later, maybe 2, 3, 4 years later, I get a client who had like a hernia and diastasis recti, and I had no idea what to do with her. No idea. I had like so much education before, and no one told me about diastasis recti or hernia, or how to work with people like this. So then I started, first was Diane Lee, some information, and I was working with some Diane Lee information. Then was Sarah Duval, and for some time I was working with like free videos. You can find it, YouTube or other social media. And then she did her first course. So I did the first one, and this was huge. It was like mind blowing. Like a new path is like eyes opening, education. And then after Sarah Duval, I was watching one of the interviews with you, Alison, and I saw how you do this Pilates modification for prenatal. I think it was postnatal then. And then I started looking for you and your education. So it was like a long path, but then I stayed with you and Sarah Duval. However, with Sarah, it's like you did the course, and I'm going back to the course sometimes if I need it. Now, there's a new edition, so I'm just trying to go through the new edition. But because the academy and membership with your academy is like the whole time, so I see the updates all the time, and it's helping because you can see this new material and you are developing the academy. It helps a lot, and this is like completely different approach to the subject. It's just different.
Tell me about that. I'm curious how it's different.
I think it's more about understanding how women feel, when they're pregnant. We more talk about depression, emotions, and how movement can impact emotions and how it can help. And I think this is very different. Pilates is Pilates, and we are looking for and you have more knowledge and more exercises and more modifications for prenatal clients.
Oh, yeah.
Sarah is more about postnatal, and this is huge. It's huge, but you have more, I think, better ideas for creative ideas. Like we as instructors, we need creative ideas, not just one exercise, but just helping us finding the new paths. With modifications and just creative ideas, because people don't like they don't like if everything is the same. They get bored the same as we are. So I feel more creative when I see new ideas, and I think it helps a lot. And this is very different. You talk more about the language, how we talk to clients, and you teach us how to understand them more, and maybe you just make us think, okay, how they can feel, what they see in social media, how we can change, their thinking about their body. It's just, in this case, this is different. There's more like the whole woman, not just exercises.
Right.
And this is what I like about it. Yeah.
So what have you seen then in having that education where, you know, we're beyond the exercises, applying that to your clients now? What kind of changes are you seeing positively? Is it helping when you're is it helping your clients to be able to apply these kind of you know, outside of the box ideas?
It's not easy. Many clients, especially postnatal, they want this lean body again. However, I have a lot of clients, they coming back to the classes just because they feel more comfortable. They don't feel that much pain in their back, and they see difference, you know, even if their belly and their body is not as, you know, as nice, and it's not like looking good as well. And, you know, they see they need time. I'm trying to explain as much as I can that you need time and how it works and why your body needs time. And I think once they understand it, they accept it. And, you know, it's not easy, but they accept it. So I'm trying to educate them a lot, because they come in over to my classes and they think, okay, 1-2 weeks and I'm ready. No, you're not ready. Yes. And they see during the class, while we go through the exercises, I explain, okay, listen, this exercise is okay, you can feel it, but you can't feel the other one, and your belly is doming. So let's try to modify it and make it better. After a few weeks, if they are strong enough and they understand how to work with their body, if they need more, I ask them, okay, come to other of my classes, to my other classes. They may be more challenging, but you know how to work with your body. So, you know, we can work more legs or more arms. But, you know, this is so huge, how to strengthen the belly that is stretched a lot.
Yeah.
And you know, explaining it to clients that they really want to have this nice toned belly few weeks after the, you know, the delivery, just because they see it in social media. And this is huge. This is really huge. Yeah. But if you give them, you know, really good explanation, then, you know, it works. Yeah. I think it works.
Yeah, that's, I think, always going to be, I think that we're getting better, but yes, I think that women are always going to want that, you know, quick, let me get back to what my body was before. And it really is up to us to educate them, like you're doing, that it takes more time and patience. Yes. So what are a few things, if not just one thing, that you love about working with this population?
Postnatal is difficult. It's difficult because I need to be very patient. Patient because explaining what's going on and why they, you know, why their body is one day is okay and it's flat, the other day, you know, it's doming.
Okay. Uh-huh.
This is really difficult because so when my belly will be flat all the time. And I said, I don't know. It depends. It depends on you, on your belly, and, you know, all other stuff, your hormones, your life, your stress. But I love to work with both. You know, the prenatal is completely different because they don't think about what will be after the pregnancy. You know, their goal is to feel good, to deliver, and mostly to deliver, you know, vaginally, like not by C-section, or if they are going to have a C-section, I explain them that, you know, you need to be prepared for both. You know, doesn't matter what sort of delivery you are going to have. So their goal is to prepare for, you know, for the labor. And with my groups, I always explain them, you are getting ready for motherhood, you know, for the challenges of the motherhood and what's after delivery, because delivery is just one day. And, you remember it, but just one day, and the story starts after and it's difficult. And at this time, I do a lot of education about how it's going to be after the delivery, because a lot of my clients, they say, I didn't know it's going to be that hard. I knew it will be hard, but not that hard. And I'm trying to educate my prenatal clients that it's going to be difficult for you. So you need to be prepared mentally with your emotions, and just get ready for this, for this challenge of being a mother and having a baby, a newborn, your hormones, your moods. It's going to be difficult. Most of women here in Poland, they are alone with the baby. At least now, like they are alone, like their husband's working and they stay, with a baby or kids, sometimes like few kids. And with the pandemic and coronavirus, it's even difficult. It's more difficult because the childcare sometimes is closed and you have like 2-3 kids at home, and it is challenging.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is. So could we
if I just one thing.
Yeah, please.
So so I like working with prenatal because they at least the studio classes, they coming over, doesn't matter if it's raining, if it's cold, if it's hot, they just coming over because they have a goal. And at this time, I can't have this with my postnatal because it's more difficult. So as long as they prenatal, they really participate in classes, regularly until the very end of the pregnancy. So this is what I love about them. They just coming over, and I have full classes. This time I have full classes, and sometimes I don't really have like a free spot if someone is calling. So I have like at least women waiting for the spot. And maybe because I have like a smaller studio at this time. So I don't have as large classroom as I had like a year ago, just because coronavirus is, and to manage money. So we had to move to a smaller place, to a smaller space.
So are you using your space at home, or do you have another space somewhere else?
I have another space.
Okay.
But I used to rent a bigger studio. Okay. And now like we have a smaller studio, so I can take only 5 people in my class. Okay. And it's not a lot. It's just, it's a few people.
Sure. So that's what I wanted to get into next, is kind of your, the way that you run your business. Yeah. How many days a week you're doing in person and how many hours, and then what you're doing online.
I just do part-time online and part-time studio. Most of the time I have like home, online, and studio. But I have many, like at this time I think like about 4-5 classes for prenatal, okay. 2 classes for postnatal, and 2 for about 6 like Pilates and spine classes.
Oh, nice.
And then like a personal training as well. So it depends how many clients in the week. And online is about 2-3 like 2 classes, like a group classes, one pregnancy and 2 other spine and Pilates. I just finished the postnatal group and they joined the other Pilates and spine classes. Okay. And just few personal online training as well. At this time, to be honest, I love my online classes, but I see more results with with the personal training online.
Okay. So you said that you have postnatal that are done. Are you doing it in blocks? How do you? Yeah.
It was like an experiment, okay. Experimental group. But just because there were just a few ladies left at the very end, there was like 3 ladies. So sometimes there were 3, sometimes there were 2. So I asked them, because we did some education, they got stronger. I just, suggested, okay, so just try my spine class. It's good, and you can manage, and you will be okay. And they were happy with this. So I have like a bigger spine and Pilates class, and they are okay with this because I do modification if it's needed. And I have like one, I have space to open like a new prenatal if I want to. But with the new prenatal online class, I have to like make, just think about how I want to do it. And probably I would like to do it like as a kind of blog, organization. So just, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 10 weeks, I'll see how it goes. And then, they can join other classes. But, I'm just thinking about it. I'm not starting yet. So at this time, I'm tired with online, really. It's too much. At this time, it's too much. It's many hours working.
Okay.
And if you have like big groups, it's okay. But, if you have like just 2-3 people, it's not good enough. I prefer to have, space for personal training because it's more paid.
Lucrative. It's more lucrative than, right. So that makes a lot of sense. So, so your rates then, are your rates lower online than they are in person? Or are you doing the same?
No, personal training is the same. It's already the same price. Okay. And the classes are a little less than in the studio. It's a little bit less. But I hired, I put the price higher, like a few weeks ago, like during the summer. So I learned to, upgrade my my prices, just because I explain my clients, listen, it's like I have to be here. It's not just a video, that you can watch anytime. Right. I'm here every week at the same time. Doesn't matter if you are 5 or 2 or 3, I'm here. And they are okay with this. So if someone is not okay with this, you can leave my class.
Good.
But you have to learn that, that this is your time. Time is money. And time is family, time is kids. So if I spend time with my clients, then I don't spend time with my daughter.
Right. And you shouldn't have to explain why.
I know. I know.
It's just like, so, and so this is what I like, but I totally get where you're coming from. But if I may, this is the perspective shift I like to give teachers who kind of feel, because I think all of us feel like that, like have to almost explain like our worth. If we shift the perspective from how they're like us getting the money, if we shift it to the fact that they're investing in their transformation.
Yes.
So if we take it off of us and we put it onto them as far as focusing on, is this worth your health, and this is where we get into kind of the marketing of this. So rather than feeling like we have to explain, why we're raising our prices, it's more about, putting it and asking the question, what is your health worth?
Yeah, I understand.
And it's priceless, really. I mean, their health is priceless. Yes. So, right. So to put a monetary value, it's just an exchange, a trade. And it's that whole thing. If you don't have skin in the game per se, when you don't commit to something, and it's usually with money that we make that commitment, right? Then we're less likely to take it seriously. Yeah. So the more you pay, the more likely they are to show up, because, they know like they've made that commitment, and that's all money is just that it's an exchange of saying, I commit to my health. And then it takes the awkwardness of, of our worth out of it, because our worth, your worth is priceless. You can't put a price on you, on your worth. And people that, I know teachers have formulas like Leslie Logan, and I was just talking to another teacher, always talking about our worth. This is a James Wedmore thing, by the way, coming from me.
Yeah, I know. I listen to him from time to time. I like him.
Yeah. So rather than, and that's how it changed my perspective, was that,
fantastic perspective.
Yeah. Like we are priced, like we can't put a price on our worth. So in that sense, we just shift the focus to that it is an exchange that our client is giving us for they are paying for their health. It's not about us. It's about their commitment. Anyway, that helped me a lot. So next time you raise your prices, whenever you do, keep that in mind. And
I keep doing it.
Yeah.
But this is, it's what you are saying, like we educate ourselves, not only with Pilates and fitness, business. I educate myself a lot with my personal development, meditation, mindfulness, money, and, feeling more worthy of what we do. So yes, what you say is really right. I think I was explaining to my group, because we are really close. This is like a really close group, and I know they wouldn't mind, if I just say, okay, we put the price up. But yeah, we shift and we change our perspective, every year. And we are getting better every year. So this is just another lesson, and it's a fantastic lesson.
Yeah. And you have, and yeah, like you said, like that your education, you're continuously educating yourself. And so, but I know that money conversation is really difficult for teachers. Yes. And so it's important, and the teachers who watch this to kind of understand, like, and hear you and, saying like, that you are raising your prices, and it is a necessary thing to do, and that it really is about their transformation. And it makes it a lot easier when we focus that than making it about like our worth. So
I think, this is what I like about your academy as well, and it's different, from other courses that I took, that you talk about this as well, that, you talk about how, we can, just shift our thinking about ourselves as, as a trainer, and even about talking about the money, how, we can make it more worthy, our work more worthy. It's a difficult word. I need to speak more English. I have a client, in my online classes. She's like English teacher, English language teacher, and I need to talk to her, so we can just make some changes, so she can teach me English and I can just speak English, and I can teach her classes as well. So
I understand you. I don't know.
Okay, I know.
So you're working with them, you raised your prices. That's awesome. So what is the name of your business, and where can people learn more about you? You said they have a website now?
Yes, I have. I have two websites now. I have one website that is my studio website, and people, who are joining my classes, they need to be booked in, so they need to log in, book in, and then they can come over, especially now when you have a smaller studio and there's not many spots left. And it's like a Fit House Rzeszów. and this is just for my studio. It's not like updated a lot. I need to update the studio website at this moment, but I have it, and this is just for the studio. And if someone want to know pricing, the all news that's in the studio, it's in the studio website. And I have other websites that I made myself for my online business. It's just beginning as well, but annawojtera.com. It's my it's just for online classes, and my clients who takes my Zoom classes, they know they have the website that they can see all the videos we did, all the classes we did. They are recorded, and I put it there so they can watch them and they can join classes whenever they want.
Okay.
So this is why I did it. And but as I said, this is only like a part-time at this moment, but I have a website, so if I want to on this website, I can do like courses. I can develop this website to a bigger something, whatever I do in the future. So this is why I did it.
And it's in Polish. You teach in Polish?
Yes, it's in Polish. Okay. I'm thinking about teaching in English as well. That's why I want to practice my English with this friend of mine. Maybe trying to teach in English as well, but it's in future. We are thinking about moving abroad as well with my husband, but not now. Just because we like it here in Poland, but we were thinking when it was really bad here, we were thinking maybe we could try and go somewhere else. I could find work easily, and I think he as well. Yeah.
Oh wow, how nice! That would be so amazing, right?
Yeah, but where to go now?
Yeah, right. I know, not right now, right?
Yeah.
Hold on just a second. So we were just talking about having the online space in our kids' rooms. You are the first, when I decided to do this, I think I thought about you, and I was like, that is such a great idea to utilize the space that's not being used. And I mean, I love, your videos are so cool. That is such a cool, looking backdrop. Yeah. And so, yeah, I think it's as far as working online, that's inspiring to teachers who maybe want to do that, but think, where am I gonna
well, I think this is just for now. I would love to have more space, because this space, it's only because of the camera. It looks so big. It's not that big.
That's cool though,
if I lie down on my mat, I have almost not enough space to spread my arms out. But for now, it's good enough. And I think we can't be too too picky if we want to do it. We just do it. So I have to clean my mess, and sometimes you can see a guitar, or the drawer is open, and then I'm closing it, everything. Yeah, but it's good enough for now. It's enough for now completely. And I'm trying to have good camera and good voice, and I think this is the most important. Not if you have flowers or no nice space.
Right, sure. So okay, so are you comfortable talking about the pregnancy loss?
Yes. So, I'm okay now. Okay now.
Yeah. So how long has that been?
I think now it's about 2 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you you let us know that you were pregnant, and then you messaged me when you were going through the loss, and I was so I guess I was it was really I don't know if inspiring is the right word. The way that you handled it emotionally, was really telling in the sense of, because so many women, what's the word? They blame themselves.
Yeah.
There's lots of shame. And that's another. And so instead of calling it miscarriage, we say pregnancy loss, because when you say miscarriage, it's a connotation that maybe we've never thought of before, but it kind of implies that the mother miscarried the baby.
Yeah. When
in fact, the mother has not done anything. Like it's a pregnancy loss. It happens to 20 to 25% of pregnancies. It's very, very common in the first 12 weeks. So yeah. So if you're okay with it, and anytime you want to stop, we can.
No, it's okay now. Now it's really okay. I have sometimes like, a day, that they get more emotional about this, or if I see a movie or something like this.
Sure.
The first weeks, the first 2 weeks, I think were the most, the worst.
Sure.
And especially that we were waiting for this. We decided about a year ago to try. No, it wasn't like we have to have it.
Sure.
But okay, let's try and we see. So when it happened, like, we were really surprised because it was time, like when I turned 40, I said, I don't want to have kids after 40 because I don't want to be like a grandma mother, and and this is like, it's not for me. I still want to have some life, and but it happened. So it happened, and we were really happy. And I was really, I explained to my clients, yes, I am pregnant, because I need to make some, changes with my workouts, because as soon when I didn't know I'm pregnant, I knew something is wrong with my belly. It's like, it didn't hold, with some exercises. And I said to my colleagues, you know what? I think this is because my coronavirus they had like few months ago, that my belly is not holding. I need to change some exercises. I need to strengthen my abs. And I was trying to strengthen my abs, and they were getting worse. I said, what's wrong? Then, my breasts, get bigger. And my husband said, maybe you're pregnant or something. So we did the test, and that's the other test. And I called my doctor and I say, I think I'm pregnant. So she was happy as well, because she knew that we were trying for the baby. And this is the time when you are waiting for the first visit.
Right.
And, it was like 2 weeks later. So, the worst thing is that before you see your doctor, you still can't believe it, really. It's like, you can't feel it, you just know. And okay. And, when you see a doctor and you are expecting to see something or hear, a heartbeat, and you just see like your doctor is, just looking and it's not saying anything. And then you think, okay, something is wrong. And then you hear like, Anna, I'm sorry, but the fetus is dead. Maybe she used different words, but I don't have the vocabulary. So the fetus word was dead. So I was, it was like very shocking news. So anything she said later, it was like, okay. And she explained to me, you can come to a hospital and we can help you to miscarry the pregnancy, or you can wait at home, because it was like 10 weeks. So you can wait until it happens, just with your body. And I decided, okay, to wait. Maybe because I was, I think I was expecting maybe, it's a wrong decision. How do you call it? I don't know. It just, I was expecting something more. So maybe, we can try with another doctor and just see someone else and see, maybe it's too early to hear, to hear heartbeat. But my doctor, she explained me everything, why she thinks that. And she showed me So, and it's not like I didn't blame myself, because the first thing I left my doctor's office, I almost fainted. It's like I sat down on the floor and I couldn't move. It's like I couldn't move. I was just pale. But I was talking to myself, maybe because I was exercising too much, maybe because I didn't rest enough, maybe I should step back with my trainings. So I did. At the first time I was on myself, like blaming myself. And when he took me home, I was just crying all day. And I couldn't talk about this. So I took like a few days off, just because going back to work would be just explaining what happened. Every my clients, they know me, we are like family almost, so they would like to know, how was it, and I had to say, well, I'm just waiting to miscarry. So it was difficult, but I had really fantastic support from my clients and from my community. So when I started talking about it, and I was just explaining, listen, like I need to take a few days off, I'm going to miscarry. And so many women from my society, they were, messaging me, okay, Anna, don't worry, I was there like 2 weeks ago, or I had it as well, like don't worry. It's so many women I didn't know. It's so common, around me. So it was really difficult, and I from my knowledge, I knew it's just the body, it's just biology, it happens. But the first thing, especially, that I didn't stop, I was just doing my everyday life, I didn't stop. The first thing was, okay, maybe it's my fault. But I don't think now. I don't think this way anymore. So this is, I think, for me, it's just to understand how women feel, in this situation. So I understand all the emotions and their pain. It's them painful. It was really painful, to miscarry, and it takes few days. So my doctor said it's like, no, it's like harder bleeding, it's okay. But it was really painful. But to be honest, it took whole night, because like I had like cramps the whole night. So it really helped. Like I was moving my pelvis, like, in labor, I was just moving my pelvis because my back was sore, my pelvis was sore. And it helps a lot. It helped a lot. I knew I could move my body. The worst was when I was sitting and just hiding myself, and this was the pain was worst. When I was walking around and just moving my pelvis and breathing, it was better. But I had to take some medication as well, because it was really, really painful. Even for me, it was very painful.
So
and now I
cramping.
have like this tattoo. And this is a hazelnut, because it was a nut inside, so that's why it's the tattoo.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, so I'm okay with this now, but it's difficult, I think, for every woman.
Oh yeah, and that's completely expected and normal.
Yeah.
You have to go through those emotions.
And I think it's okay if you're a little bit hard on you at the beginning, but I had a really great support around me, and people around me, they're really fantastic. But I think the worst if you don't have the support and someone is blaming you that you did something wrong. You didn't do anything wrong, it's just biology.
Yes, I mean, over and over again, like studies show, like it just, there is zero correlation to exercise, movement, any of that to a pregnancy loss. And then, I mean, of course, you look at like all the people that the pregnancy, if the pregnancy follows through, that are doing all those things. So it's just, it is that the cells just happen to not be able to survive, and has zero to do with what you're doing. And of course, like you said, you know it, but you have to go through those, the thoughts are normal. So you said that you were in pain.
But I think, I was in pain, and just for me now, it's easier to understand what is going on, and how to understand a woman that, that was dealing with pregnancy loss. Because, in my work, I had like few difficult pregnancies. I was working with women who could just come and lie down and just breathe, because they were in pain all the time. I had a client who had a really early delivery just like 2 months ago. So around me, I have different women. I have many clients that have difficult pregnancy, and they are still coming over. And just because I have so much knowledge at this moment, I'm not afraid working with them. Of course, good. I always say, okay, speak to a doctor, be clear with your doctor, but I'm not afraid working with them. I have always idea how to work, even if she can just lie and breathe. We know what to do. Most of the time, they just coming over just to talk to someone and just to feel better. And most of the day, they leave the class feeling better. But these clients, they come one-to-one training, not group classes. Group classes are okay.
Yeah.
They're happy.
Good. Right. Good. Okay, good. Is there anything else you want to tell us about the experience?
No,
we'll move on.
I think it's enough.
Okay.
I have a tattoo now, and it's nice. Good.
Yes, I love that. I'm glad that you're in the healing stage. And okay, so there's one more question I have for you. What is your favorite exercise? Just standing, or that you can show us that you like having women do, like on a regular basis.
Okay. I was thinking about it, but one of my favorite exercises, just hug the baby. This is my favorite, and this must do exercise for every woman. It just hug the baby. And I teach prenatal, postnatal, and it's more difficult to teach to postnatal if they didn't do it while pregnant. Oh, yeah. Because the belly is so loose, and they can't feel it. It's easier when they were exercising with me the whole pregnancy, and then postnatal, it's easier. So this is I love this exercise. With my pregnancy, I love all the moves when you just, for example, you sit and you just move your arm and your chest and your torso a little bit, just to open your chest and you feel your spine more, just gentle stretches, open arms, up, down, wherever they feel. And I think one of my best exercises, but I need to get down to the floor. Okay. As it's quick. I think you can say, okay, wait. So you sit here and you place your arms on the side, and you just move your pelvis and your spine. Okay. So this one, and then most time I go to this, just to move around. Love that. Okay. So yeah, these are really, I love them, just to release the back, open the chest, be more vibrant, and all standing, strengthening hips. I do much more now standing Pilates with pregnancy, just explaining them, okay, you need to be strong. If you have strong hips, feet, knees, you are stronger postnatal as well, and your walk is better and you feel better. So, I do more standing, squats, balance, if they're okay with this. And I do a lot release, like just, prepare for birth. classes as well. So just because I have so many classes during the week, I see how they feel. If we have good day, we do more strength and more balance, and and if I have like 3 women that they are getting, for the labor, they are 2 weeks or 1 week or 1 day into the labor, expecting, for the labor, then we do more release. We go moving the hips, opening, hips. And I had like last week, one lady, that she was in her, due date, and we're just exercising. And I think Friday she was the last time, and she was in labor like Friday or Saturday.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And so she's with her baby now. So it depends.
Nice.
It depends on the class.
Right.
But I see I see how important now is to strengthen hips, knees, the whole frame, not just abs, but the whole frame.
Yeah.
Just because many clients I have now postnatal, they have problems with knees or hips. So if you do it while pregnant, then there's less issues postnatal. That's how I explain it to them.
Great. So what do you think, I do have one more question. What is your, what do you see as the biggest challenge for you as a teacher still in teaching pregnancy and then in teaching postpartum?
To be honest, when I teach prenatal, most of the time I feel comfortable. Anybody I get, I feel comfortable, even if they have issues with, with joints or anything. They come over, I feel quite comfortable. Postnatal, it depends. What is the situation? I think the most difficult is, if they can't feel, and I'm trying with my brain so much, just feel it here and there, and she still can't feel it just because, her body is not responding. The breathing is, I think, explaining the breathing and, how important it is. This is very difficult because for them it's just lying and breathing, and what this is for, why, and this is difficult. And explaining that they need to feel their belly before they go and do difficult exercises. So this is difficult. So I think postnatal is more complex and more difficult than prenatal, because prenatal they just want to get ready for birth, feel good, don't feel pain. It's easy. It's easy for me as a teacher. For me it's easier. It's difficult to get people online for classes. This is difficult to make them to understand why I should bother joining this class if I have all other things to do. I had this I just finished the group, the prenatal group online, and I asked ladies why, because they were helping me a lot, with the promotion and calling their friends to join the class, their pregnant friends. And they say, they're just lazy, they don't need it, they just don't want it. And this is difficult, to get people to know, okay, this is important for you. Not only buying new stuff for the baby. So this is difficult to get people, because once I have people, I'm okay.
That's okay. Good. Okay, so is there anything else you want to share with us before I let you get on with your evening?
I don't know. I think everything we
covered a lot.
Yeah, I think we covered a lot. Yeah, I think that once you get experience, you are more comfortable. If we talk about confidence as a teacher, so I see more knowledge I have, but not just knowledge like doing the workshop, but seeing results with my clients,
Okay.
you know, it's making me more comfortable. So I see, okay, it's working, or this is not working, and we change it. So just practice,
Yeah.
not just workshops.
Right. Right. Actually
Yeah.
getting someone in there and working with them is the way. Yeah.
Because it's really scary. I remember how scared I was, you know, my
Okay.
first pregnancy classes. Yeah, this is very scary. But once you have experience, at this time, I think it's about almost 9 years experience with pregnancy for me. And this
How
is a
long
lot.
did it take you, do you think, to start kind of easing your fears?
After about 2-3 years, and I think I feel more comfortable after the education with Dr. Sarah and you.
Yeah.
Because you explained a lot with the pregnancy.
Right.
And Sarah about postnatal at the beginning. And the pregnancy, I think the huge education is here with you, because you have more about pregnancy and explaining, about this, miscarrying, the pregnancy loss, that we are not the one to blame, exercise not the one to blame. Right. So I think this is important, but it doesn't mean, the client who lost their baby, they won't come to you and say, it's because of the exercise, because my grandma said this.
Right.
Could happen.
Oh man. Isn't that the hardest part, is what they hear? I just had my sister.
I know it can happen.
Right. My sister-in-law is pregnant, and she's like due in 2 weeks. And I'm just teaching her just a few things. She doesn't do anything, and she's in pain. And I'm like, okay, let's just do a few things. And I showed her the stretch, the gentle stretching with the hands over, and just a few things with her hips. And she said, I was told that type of stretching is not good for pregnant women.
Yes, I heard as well.
And I'm like, okay. And this is what I come back with. This is important. I always come back with a question. And the question is, what's going to happen when you have to go and reach up to a high shelf to grab something? It's arms over the head. And there's so much fear, right, around all these different things pregnant women shouldn't do. And it's, and again, this is why it's so important to have teachers like you to educate women. They
do more at home than during the class. That's what I say.
Right.
You do more at home, especially if you have toddlers.
Right. Yeah.
You definitely do more at home.
Yeah.
This is easy. The Pilates, prenatal class, it's easy. Yeah. It just to feel good. Yeah.
And one more question. Sorry, I'm not very organized with my question. I keep saying one more question and one more question.
I don't mind.
The OBGYNs in your area, are they telling women like they do in America? I think they're getting better, but still it's pretty much 6-week checkup. You're good to go. You can go do what you were doing prenatal or before you got pregnant.
It's not. Yeah, it's a doctor. Yeah, they say you are good to go. They still do it. So I educate my clients about you're good to do, but it doesn't mean you should do it.
Well, yeah.
I think the doctor means you are okay to to live your life, but maybe they don't think about the most difficult exercise. They're not explaining everything. They just say, okay, you're okay, you can go, you can exercise, but they are not explaining, okay, maybe not the hardest exercises. Most of them, they want to run too quickly. And it's really difficult to understand, to explain why you shouldn't run now and wait.
Right.
And I had a client that I said, okay, I don't think you're ready for running, but just because she was told, you can run, I think it was the doctor or physio, I can't remember now. And then I saw her in my class online, and she said like she did running, but she hurt her knee. I think it was a knee and hip. And this is why I explained your knees, feet, hips, spine, this need to be stronger for running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so incredible to me that, like I said, I mean, I think it's starting to get better, but, you know, doctors, I always say they are experts in what they do in medicine and in organs, and not in the body, not in how the body moves. And it's so different, and why it's so important that that Pilates teachers are educated on this to help women.
But one important thing that I learned, you know, I had the time when here in Poland, you know, there was just more about, you know, prepare for birth, and it was like all just releasing and easy going, and you know, and just because I was afraid, you know, to work against it, so I was just doing this releasing work, just releasing. And then I saw one thing. When we were just releasing, these women, they weren't getting stronger, they were just releasing. And the problem was later, after the, you know, the delivery, that they were still weak, their belly was weak, they had no strength to push. And in Poland, when you go to hospital, you have to push, you don't have like easy going, you know, natural birth. You have to push, very often lying on your back. So I do educate them about this as well. So just at least ask if you can lie on your side.
Yeah.
But at this time, and the second thing is that the physio here in Poland, you know, the pregnancy physio, they stop women from exercising for too long. So they're waiting, and you know, women come over to my class. It's really easy, you know, easy class that you could do like a few weeks after the, you know, the easy delivery. And I just start talking to my clients. Okay, if you want, if you feel okay, if you don't feel pain, if you feel strong enough to walk around house, you can come over, and I will not do harm to you. But if you see what you are doing post delivery, you have your baby, you have your house, cooking, cleaning. So I don't think, you know, exercises we do here will harm you, will make you feel better.
Right.
So I don't agree with everything, and I'm okay to say it, you know, now loudly. You know, not everything is okay. Not every woman needs to wait, you know, 2 or 3 months post pregnancy to come over for easy exercises that will make her spine better, breathe better.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it comes with time, that you are more sure about what you are teaching, and this is okay.
Yeah, I love that. Well, I want to thank you for the work that you're doing. It's so important, and I'm so grateful to have you there in Poland when you are spreading your energy and knowledge to these women, which is in turn spreading to their babies and the people who they take care of as well, their spouses and their communities. And that's the whole belief with Pregnancy Pilates Impact, is that Pilates teachers are that the beginning is that little water drop, and then you create that ripple effect with all the women that you're helping and the people that come into their lives. So
thank you for having me here, and for being, you know, for so long in your academy and your community. And this is a bless for me, and I say it really seriously, this is a bless.
Thank you.
For a teacher.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And you're a blessing as well. So so it's evening time for you. So I'll let you have
we have a supper now.
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah. So have a wonderful Sunday evening supper, and
you have a good day.
Thank you. And I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.